Christianity. Christianity is a monotheistic religious tradition based on the teachings and life of Jesus Christ. This religion has its roots in Judea, but it has spread throughout the world, becoming one of the largest world religions. The basis of the teaching of Christianity is the Holy Scriptures, including the Old Testament and the New Testament. Among these texts, a special place is occupied by the Bible, which consists of two parts: the Old Testament, which contains texts before the coming of Christ, and the New Testament, which describes the life, teachings, and activities of Jesus Christ, as well as the beginning and development of the Christian Church. The central concept in Christianity is the belief in Jesus Christ as the Savior and the Son of God, who came to earth to bring salvation to people through his death and resurrection. Islam is a monotheistic religious tradition based on the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, who lived in the 7th century on the Arabian Peninsula. Islam is one of the most widely practiced religions in the world and has billions of followers known as Muslims. A central concept in Islam is the belief in one God, known as Allah, who is the merciful and all-powerful creator of the universe. The main principles in Islam are the 5 pillars of faith, known as the 5 pillars of Islam. Shahada, refusal, is a testimony of faith in the one God and Muhammad as his prophet. Salat, prayer, obligatory prayers that Muslims perform 5 times a day. Zakat, tax on enrichment, giving part of one's income to charity and helping the less fortunate. Hinduism is one of the oldest religious traditions that originated in ancient India. It is based on a variety of texts, philosophies, and rituals that make up a vast and diverse religious heritage. Hinduism is both monotheistic and polytheistic, with a belief in one God, Brahman, and many different deities manifesting in various aspects of life. The central texts of Hinduism are the Vedas, which include the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Smritis, and the Puranas, as well as the Bhagavad Gita. Buddhism is an ancient religious tradition and philosophy that originated in India in the 6th century BC based on the teachings of Siddhartha Gautama, known as the Buddha. It is one of the world's largest religions, with millions of followers known as Buddhists spread throughout the world. The central teachings of Buddhism are the 4 Noble Truths, which include the essence of suffering, dukkha. The Buddha taught about suffering, which is an integral part of human existence, and identified it as the basic problem of human life. Satanism is a religious and philosophical movement that sees Satan as a symbol of freedom, independence, and rebellion against traditional moral norms and religious institutions. This term can refer to several different movements and trends, each with their own ideas and approaches. One of the most well-known trends in Satanism is Levantine Satanism, founded by Anton LaVey in 1966. This movement aims to promote individualism, self-expression, and rejection of any form of dominant religious or moral authority. According to LaVey, Satan in this context is a symbol of free will and personal power. Shinto is a traditional Japanese religion that has deep historical roots and influence on Japanese culture, art, philosophy, and society in general. The word Shinto is derived from shin, meaning divine, and to, meaning path or road. Thus, Shinto can be translated as the way of the gods or the way of the divine. This religion believes in the existence of many deities that represent different aspects of nature, Japanese ancestors, and the imperial dynasty. Many of these deities are associated with various natural phenomena, such as mountains, rivers, trees, the sun, etc. Jainism is an ancient Indian religious tradition that has its roots in the 6th and 5th centuries BC. The founder of Jainism is considered to be its leader, known as Mahavira, also known as Vardhamana, who is considered the 24th and last Tirthankara or teacher. The central principles of Jainism are ahimsa, nonviolence, anekanta, versatility or lack of absolute truth, and aparavigraha, asceticism and renunciation of material goods. Taoism. Taoism is an ancient Chinese religious tradition that can also be viewed as a philosophy and system of life. The basis of Taoism is Tao, or Tao, which can be translated as way or principle. Tao is an important concept in Taoist teaching and represents an ineffable, invisible force, or law, that underlies everything that exists. The main book of Taoism is the Tao Te Ching, or Book of the Way and Honesty, attributed to Laozi, who is considered the founder of Taoism. Confucianism. Confucianism is a philosophy, ethics, and system of social and religious beliefs that emerged from the teachings of Confucius, Kung Fu, and his followers in China. This tradition emerged around the 6th century BC and has had a huge impact on culture, society, and politics in China and other East Asian countries. One of the main principles of Confucianism is to maintain social harmony by respecting different roles and statuses in society. This includes hierarchical relationships between parents and children, teachers and students, elders and juniors, and rulers and subjects. These relationships in Confucianism are based on mutual respect, obedience, and responsibility. Confucianism also emphasizes the importance of moral qualities such as sincerity, courtesy, loyalty, benevolence, and righteousness. These qualities are considered key to the development of a harmonious society and are defined as honesty, Ren, in Confucian terminology. Baha'i faith. The Baha'i faith, sometimes known as Baha'ism or the Baha'i religion, is a young global religious movement that emerged in the mid-19th century in Persia, modern Iran. The founder of Baha'ism is Baha'u'llah, 1817-1892, who professed that he came to transmit new teachings that reflect the importance of human unity, peace, and development. The central idea of Baha'ism is the doctrine of the unity of the world religion and the unity of humanity. According to Baha'is, God constantly sends prophets and teachers to lead humanity to spiritual growth and unity. Baha'u'llah considered himself the last in this line of prophets and ushered in a new era, which he called the Age of God's Promise. Wicca. Wicca is a modern neo-pagan religious tradition that emerged in the mid-20th century, especially in countries of the Western world, such as the United Kingdom, the United States, and Canada. This religion is based on pantheistic and magical beliefs, with a strong emphasis on reverence for nature, the cyclical nature of life, and the worship of deities. The central aspects of Wicca are the belief in the power of nature, the belief in reincarnation, magic, and the worship of goddesses and gods. Polytheism. Polytheism is a form of religion that believes in the existence of many deities. In polytheistic beliefs, gods and goddesses usually have different characters, properties, and responsibilities, and their cults are attributed to various aspects of nature, society, morality, and human life. Polytheism can be found in many cultures and periods of history.